From the gun, it's Bortles. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Bortles. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Bortles. His pass caught at the 4. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On third down, Kessler. He has Britt over the middle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not at all. It came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid.
sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. I'm your host, Larry Ridley, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. On deck, we've got a great matchup in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Marshalls. The Marshalls come into this one knowing they've got
Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the former USC Trojan. It's Cody Kessler.
When Cody Kessler was drafted, many people thought it was a surprise that he went in the third round. They thought he would go later. But when he came out, the man who selected him told the rest of the world, trust me, this guy can play.
On the counter, it's Crowell. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the head.
And Crowell lost the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. It didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. To throw is Bortles. Able to shake him off. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And he comes back with one complete. It's a pickup of 21, and that'll give him a 1st down. Again, it's Bortles. Buying time to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
2nd down following the incompletion. Bortles to throw once more. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Pointer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
And it's good to make it 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Wide open receiver complete, and he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll give Crowell another crack, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He's going to fire one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return will stop right around the 25. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the former USC Trojan. It's Cody Kessler.
When Cody Kessler was drafted, many people thought it was a surprise that he went in the 3rd round. They thought he would go later. But when he came out, the man who selected him told the rest of the world, trust me, this guy can play.
Now it's Crowell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 3rd and long. It's Kessler. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it in for the touchdown. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was the prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again. And Crowell lost the football, but I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And it's 3rd and 5.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Kessler dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, past the 20, and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Now Bortles. Pushing through the... And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Emmanuel Agba in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. On third and long, it's Bortles. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's San Antonio football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Throwing is Bortles. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Into the red zone, it's Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And it's caught. Touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up.
Offense.
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Here's a give to Crowell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now Kessler throwing on second down. 1:59 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. On third and long, it's Kessler. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. It's the fullback, 42 yards, and the Browns get a score closer. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Bortles now on 1st down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st down, Bortles. He can't get him down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. Bortles now on 1st down. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging it in the 1st half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a 2nd, but you're right, not to be. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Kessler now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down deep in their territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Kessler throwing now. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. 2nd down now after the sack.
Set. 3-19.
Out of the gun, Kessler. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On 3rd and goal, Kessler. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
A final shot before half for Bortles. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and his throw is incomplete. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line.
Only able to get it to the 2-yard line on his return. Not going to make a...
And tough starting field position here. In his own end zone, it's Bortles. And that'll be incomplete.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off?
He's
got thrown off. Got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Bortles will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now Bortles again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Bortles now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 32 that time. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Shotgun now for Bortles. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Bortles. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw, it's Bortles. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now Bortles. And it's caught. Touchdown. It's the fullback. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Set to valve. 44 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do it. Count for every receiver, but on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there, a 22. Bortles to throw once more. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Bortles. Looking middle, and that's complete. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. To throw is Bortles. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play. This 3rd quarter. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And it's caught. Touchdown. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got some.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. James Wright 41 yards. And the Browns get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He'll rifle this, and it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And the Browns are able to cover this one up. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, 44 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And now back out comes the offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now he's got it, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Bortles going to throw here, and it's caught. Touchdown. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares?"
They got it, and it's a sack. Down goes Kessler. LaMarcus Joyner. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Kessler. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go, Barney. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Third and long, it's Kessler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Bortles going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. And this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused...
There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kenny Brent, 47 yards. And the Browns get a score closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now and that's caught inside the 35. And they finally they do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there. 49 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing. On the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lumberjacks offense ready to go on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run again with Jackson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that enables them to also pick up the first.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got his man Sharp, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 3rd down, it's Jackson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, that's the way you want to get an opening drive going, right? Because so often it's a tone setter. And I think even better when you're able to pick it up and convert with a running play. Because the last thing you want to do is play what I call rocket football. 1, 2, 3, kick.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. On second down, here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners to run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, Murray.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A run, it's Murray. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. From the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
And here now the offense heading back out there. After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Rodgers now on first down. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now it's Jackson. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Rodgers to throw on second down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. A gain of 3, second down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Bortles to throw on second down. Going with a screen for Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That was second down run for Murray. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a third down. They'll run here. It's Murray. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. On the run, this is Jackson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Again, it's Murray. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. This is Murray, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They go with Murray again. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Goes underneath for Henry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 53. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's a rare 2-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Going to give this time to the tailback as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. And a great spot to start this drive from here. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And they will line up now for the two-point try. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession. And to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Clock running as Bortles hurries to try to get his guys set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. 10 seconds to go.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So it's 1st and 10, and the Desperados offense ready to go. A handoff. It's Murray. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Murray. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This is Murray. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So maybe not the smoothest attempt you'll ever see, Charles, but he sliced it in off the uprights, and it's 3 points all the same.
Hey, they don't give you 4 if it's right down the middle. Like you say, the ball was slicing pretty sharply, but he got it to bank in, and that's all that matters.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Here's Smith now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Here's Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 8 yards there on a first down. From the 50, it's Smith. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Smith. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it again with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They run with Murray. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. It'll only be a gain of 1 yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receiver.
And this will be a touchdown. A great play there. 45 yards. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Bortles. Looking for Sanders here on the deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Latavius Murray, a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Murray looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now it's Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Here's a give to Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. The final shot here before break. Smith out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is knocked down from the side at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, Smith. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Houston. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From the gun on third down, Bortles. He dumps it off for Henry. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. A shotgun snap for Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Smith now to throw. Wide open, that's Clark. They lost him. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. in the red zone this time. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there, and it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches, got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Novak is on to attempt the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And all the way down to the 9. A good run that time by Murray. 51 yards on the ground. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Bortles. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Blake Bortles taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A handoff to Fournette. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming. On the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet with it? Do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but...
And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a good gain. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go back to Murray on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Bortles. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Bortles to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
One final try now for Bortles. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you.
Come on.
So it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a boot, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah. All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when the line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big dent.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, that's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. On 3rd down, Henry, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st down, Murray. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
And the reinforcement.